5 red lights at Silverstone. It's lights out and away we go. And Daniel Lorente does get away well. Statlev on the inside though is going to dive on the soft tyres and take the lead. Harley's in third, Harv and Unknown in 4 and 5 as down the inside goes Harv on Harley, and he's going to try and go around the outside through loop. And has Harv got the position? Statlev leads the British Grand Prix on the first lap from Daniel Lorente. Harv and Harley go wheel to wheel on the Wellington straight. Harv around the outside, they make contact. There is Daniel Hoyland around the outside on Unknown. And Harley still in third. Positions moving back there. R-Web up into 7th place. And on the inside, looking into Cops is Harv, but they all make their way through cleanly so far. Who Kid already up to 14th place and is now challenging Charlotte Perkins into Maggots and Beckett and has got the position. Already 7 places gained for the championship leader. On with the first lap of this Grand Prix. Lol, close. And now Unknown and Daniel Hoyland go wheel to wheel. Harv also trying around the outside, tries the swap, can't quite make it. Sunshine and will lose going wheel to wheel in the background. Sunshine on the inside, they bang wheels. Sunshine on the inside still, and now Who Kid on the inside takes them both in the last corner on the Hamilton straight there. Who Kid's already up 9 positions on the first lap, and now suddenly sets his sights as down the inside goes Sunshine into Village, gets it done and will lose back in the inside into the loop. There's contact with Nagrom and Charlotte Perkins in the background. As Jonathan goes into turn 1 ahead. Oh, and there's contact between Doctor and Destro, and Doctor falling down now. And now Jonathan being challenged by Destro as well. Destro on the soft tyres into the loop and Aintree. And there's contact between Jonathan and Destro, who've spun each other out. Destro's off on the Wellington straight, on the grass. And now that is going to cause him to lose a lot of time. Nagrom, as well as Charlotte Perkins, is now spun around at Luffield. So Sauber having a terrible lap and wheel to wheel into Cops. We see Pastry round the outside of Will Lose. And now Sunshine in 13th place. Will Lose in 14th. And a change for the lead between the 2 Red Bulls. Daniel Lorente takes the lead. Who Kid also gets past RFC Riley here. Battling between Daniel Hoyland, and there is Danny going a bit wide, and contact there between Daniel Lorente and the McLaren. I think Daniel Lorente left the session, so taken over by AI, and now that's going to cause problems because R-Web's now going to get past many drivers. Who Kid's going to get past now. So Who Kid, starting from the back, is already past the pole sitter. There is Harv on the inside of Daniel Hoyland, and he can't make a position. But now there is Daniel Hoyland on the inside of Danny here. They go wheel to wheel in Cops. Daniel Hoyland still holds it, and now just sneaks ahead, but they're going to still be wheel to wheel, and they bang wheels, but they still wheel to wheel, and Danny still keeps the position. Daniel Hoyland, they're all queuing up now. This battle's caused a bit of a split, but Daniel Hoyland takes the place. Then goes Harv. There is the championship leader, Who Kid, taking 2 positions there, and will maybe even try for more. Into Vale. contact between Who Kid and Unknown. And there's Lol getting out of shape. Web dropping back. This pack still remains with Harley now the race leader. And Statlev bailing into the pit lane. So Red Bull deciding that now is the time to bring in the driver who is doing really well so far and get a new change of tyres out there. With that penalty though, which is going to be annoying to him. And now into Chapel, he's going to have a look to the inside and now might even have a chance to go for the race lead. He's got tremendous overspeed and Harv, but Daniel Hoyland's still there. They go wheel to wheel and Harv stays behind but gets ahead of Harley, who was the race leader. Who Kid now up into 4th. So Who Kid just behind his teammate. Little tap there from Harv on Daniel Hoyland into the last corner, onto the Lewis Hamilton straight once again to start lap 10. And now Harley potentially having a look into Village, slight tap again. And now it's always an opportunity to just have a little look to the inside, but it's a risky move to do it there. And Harv now all over the back of Daniel Hoyland, the Mercedes driver. Looking as Daniel Hoyland moves over to the inside. And Daniel Hoyland taking a wide line to try and get the exit. But Harv is going to look all the way around the outside of Lovefield. Can he get the power down? Can he cut back now after having that wider line? And they're now wheel to wheel and Daniel Hoyland moves over and Harv make contact as Harley goes into the lead. And Daniel Hoyland now might be swallowed up by the drivers behind. Harv has got ahead eventually and Harley seems to just let by all these drivers for whatever reason. Harv now leads from Daniel Hoyland. Who Kid now looking for a move. Who Kid will get past Harv. Can he get past Daniel Hoyland? Still low on ERS. Harley on the inside of Harv. Harley almost got pushed into the pit lane there and dives towards Vale and will go alongside Harv. We'll get a nice little line and towards Abbey, can't quite make anything of it. Building up that ERS. Daniel Hoyland, not best exit. Who Kid in the McLaren has gone from last all the way to first. Harv around the outside into Stowe. And these two once again make contact. And that may allow R-Web to get by as well. Harv made contact there. Harley into the pits for McLaren. And now Harv still there. So now Statlev, the net race leader, is out of the pits. Who Kid still on pit exit. Who Kid still on pit exit. Harley is behind Who Kid. Who Kid quite a way behind Statlev, so we'll see. 9 laps, so it is going to go down to the wire based on the current pace. Who Kid on the last lap was slower than Statlev. So Statlev becomes the race leader. Now, with just the remaining laps to do, 10 laps to go. Who Kid has been steadily gaining, but it's not enough at this point. Statlev has a 4.6 second lead. And Harv getting quite close. Obviously Harv does need a 3 second gap if he wants to take this position. Harv with the cutback. into Aintree is going to try to go wheel to wheel with Daniel Hoyland, who's also now going for the move on Harley. As Daniel Hoyland takes the position, there goes Harv on Harley. Harley's opening race for McLaren, Harv's opening race for Mercedes. And Harley's still there, but now Harv is going to try to take all of them into Copse, but Daniel Hoyland is in front. Harley and Harv wheel to wheel through Copse. They're not going to give an inch to each other. Harley remains ahead. Daniel Hoyland ahead of both of them. Harv taking an unorthodox line there. Obviously, Harley then getting the place because of that line that Harv had to take. Harley now looking to reclaim 4th place. And Harley has Daniel Hoyland. Harv potentially shaping for a move for the inside of Vale, but thinks against it. Kid 2.9 seconds behind. The race leader, Unknown, just dropping away, but is clear now in the podium battle. Harley looking to the outside. And Harv looking to the inside of both of them. Does get Daniel Hoyland, doesn't quite get Harley. Nagron, one fresh soft, does set the fastest laps. That'll take it away from Ferrari, I believe, who had it before. Kid not closing the gap enough. Still. And Harv having a look up the inside of the loop. And does get the position against Harley. Struggles to get the power down. Harley keeps it on the outside. Now he's behind, but Harv with DRS. Daniel Hoyland shaping for a move. And there is Harley behind Lowell, taking a slightly wider line, the line that Lewis Hamilton does like to use, and will now get a good exit towards Copse. But will stay behind for the time being. Webb not far from this battle on much fresher tyres. And Harley is basically bumping Harv along. Harv trying to get as much power into his battery as he can. Harley not a lot of ERS remaining there. Harley doesn't want to make the overtake, obviously, just wants to have the DRS on the last lap. Harley getting out of shape in Stowe. Lol, still tracking all of this battle as we enter the last lap of this race, and Statlev still leads from Kid, who's moved up from 20th place all the way to 2nd in this race. It's been a fabulous performance, but he looks like he's just going to miss out. But this battle for the podium, well, for the spots just below the podium, still goes on. And it's all going to kick off probably on these DRS straights. Lol, just preserving his ERS. Harley doesn't want to make the overtake yet, neither does Daniel Hoyland. Kid 2.1 seconds off. Statlev, who's had a flawless performance really, managing those tyres for a long time here to finish this race, but looks like going to be rewarded with a victory on debut. So this battle is going to kick off, but what we all know is that a driver who didn't even know he was going to race for Red Bull today is going to round the final corner, as there's all battling in the battle for 4th, but Statlev will win the British Grand Prix. Kid in 2nd place from the back of the grid. Harley is just trying to get the power down as Daniel Hoyland bang wheels, and he does get it, but lol, with a penalty for 20 seconds for cutting a corner. Lol, avoiding all of that, but ending up behind all of them. Webb got Harv at the end because obviously the penalty. Daniel Hoyland taking home 4th, Harley in 5th, Webb in 6th, Harv down in 7th after the penalty, Lol in 8th, Kai Kai and Will lose wheel to wheel in the last corner. Will lose with the penalty. Kai will still want to finish ahead on track. They lock wheels. Kai takes the place in 9th. Jonathan making it 9 and 10 for Alpine. Will lose with a penalty in 11th. Pastry in 12th. Charlotte Perkins in 13th. Sauber make it 13th and 14th. Doctor. Destro into the gravel. Doctor in 15th. Seemed to be sliding a lot throughout any time we saw Doctor on the track. Doctor in 15th. Dilbast will be the last one to cross on the lead lap. And there we go.